Okay, the show is yours. Okay. Anybody want to sit around? Come on.
Okay, cool.
Come on, Mark, I know you like to come down. We've got a seat for you. Start when you're ready.
Okay, cool. So tonight we're tying this happy foam frog. It's a fly that I use for bass as well as barbel, and I'm currently working on a smaller pattern for trout and yellowfish. I fish this on a floating line as a popper or on an intermediate line, and I let my line sink a bit and then fish it just under the surface. I tie them size 4 and size 2. Tonight we're using a size 4 hook. Tying thread, any color, 70 denier works perfect. So we're going to put the hook in your vise. I don't start right by the hooker. I start slightly behind just so I know where to position the foam cylinders. We're going to lay a thread base all the way to the back of the hook, and we're just going to work it back to the front and tie in our foam cylinders for the eyes. Yep, we're using medium foam cylinders for the smaller. For a larger hook, I'd go up to a large foam cylinder. We're just going to crisscross this foam cylinder in. Yeah, just crisscross it in like that. Couple of, and then just wrap it around just to give it some strength. Next we're going to tie in the legs. We're going to knot them first. I use about 7 centimeters of round rubber legs. On the smaller hooks I take 2 strands. On the bigger hooks I go 3. I'm gonna crisscross the front legs in here, just behind the eyes. A little bit and get them even. And we're going to work our way to the back of the hook and tie in our back legs. Same as the front legs, tie in your knots. I also use 7 centimeters for the back legs as well. And you can tie them thicker. I like to keep them the same size on the smaller hooks. On the bigger hooks sometimes I go to 4 strands, but it's personal preference for that. We're just going to crisscross these back legs in and then work our way to the front of the hook. We're going to finish here off because we don't need to tie anything more down. The rest is all with super glue with the foam. Whip finish and cut off. You need a cigar shaped foam. I just take a rectangular that I've cut out and then shape it with the cigar shape. You fold it in half and you make a small snip in the front there, and that's going to go through the hook out of there, and it's going to sit like that. Grab some super glue here quick.
Some people are scared of super glue, you know that?
Yeah, I'm also pretty scared of this super glue. Most of the times I actually end up super gluing my fingers together. Hopefully that doesn't happen tonight. We also need a small foam square. This just helps glue the two sections of this foam together. Okay. Normally what I do is I just check where the foam is going to sit with the foam cylinders, and then I can judge where I'm going to put the square and where the foam is going to lie on the hook. The square is to help join the two ends of the, you sandwich it in between the two foam sections here. Just provides a bigger section and there's more strength with the super glue. A little bit. Super glue on the shank of the hook there. Just hold that up. Place your square of foam right behind the eyes there, and then over both sections of the legs. From here we're going to glue front of the eyes here, a bit on the eyes. Fold this tight up against the eyes there, and then we're going to put super glue on the, otherwise you'll end up with your fingers super glued. You're going to put your super glue on the square there and a bit on the sides, and we're going to fold the section of the foam back and hold it down, let the super glue set. Once that is set, you can super glue the back section here. Okay, from here we're going to super glue our eyes in. Grab your...
Where's the hackle going to go?
we've got our two eyes here. We're going to super glue them onto the side of the fly here. Apply some glue. Stick your eye down. And you're going to turn over and do the same for this side.
Oh, I've been down that road.
Okay. Oop. Yeah. There, the fingers are stuck together. There we go. Is that going to stick? Nope. No, this side just doesn't want to. Yeah. Up.
Yeah. Moisture
Yeah.
makes it sit.
We've got an even circle. Okay. Just trim a bit of the side of the green here so we have a flat surface. Right, let's try again.
Drum roll.
Let's just leave it and wait for it to set. We use the yellow foam for the belly of the frog. Yeah, there we go. So cut a small square, fold it in half, and this will make the cigar shape. So it's a short cigar shape of yellow foam. Trim it up a bit shorter, and that's going to go in the belly of the flower here. Apply some super glue and stick your belly down. So from here all of the super gluing and that is done. Now we can just add some markings and barring on the legs. I use a black permanent marker for the barring of the legs. I also split the legs after the notcher, just to give the frog some fingers and toes. I'll trim those legs at the end of the fly. We're going to do some markings on the body here. I just do an irregular shaped with the black. Not too close together because I go around the black with the brown marker. We've got our markings there. From here I just take a brown permanent marker and I just go around the black markings. The last step of the fly is the smile, to make it the happy foam frog. So take a bit of red paint. I prefer using a pin. I find it easier to work with than a paintbrush. Pardon? Yeah. We can borrow from here. And after that we can trim up our legs here. Just the
other side as well.
and that's the back section of the frog with its markings. I'm just going to trim up these legs here. And there you have it, your happy foam frog.
Hey, how would you fish it? Come on.
I fish it on a floating line. There's a popper, or I'll fish it on an intermediate line and let the line sink, and then strip it just under the surface. And then I normally give it a couple of strips and then let it float to the surface, and then strip it back under and let it float to the surface again. So yeah, you can add an optional reed guard. You just use some mono, tie it in the back in the beginning, and then at the end you tie it in. See, I've left a small gap here in the front where you can tie in the mono. So yeah.
Would you use a loop notch at the front?
Yeah, I normally use a non-slip loop in the front. I prefer that not when I'm fishing. So yeah.
And have you tied it all black?
I haven't. I normally tie them in olive or green, and then I've been thinking about tying them in brown. I've seen at the Vaal Dam there's some brown frogs kicking around there, so I was thinking a brown frog will work quite nicely as well. So yeah.
Done?
Yep.
Materials are here.
Yep.
Okay. Well done.
Thank you.